As the stars glittered coldly over the icy waters of the North Atlantic, the RMS Titanic, a marvel of modern engineering, plowed through the night, oblivious to the looming catastrophe. Meanwhile, a mere 19 miles away, the SS Californian lay stopped amidst a minefield of icebergs, the silent sentinels of disaster. Captain Stanley Lord of the Californian had sensed danger in the air and prudently decided to halt for the night, a decision that should have saved the Titanic. As darkness enveloped the ocean, his radio operator broadcast warnings about the ice, a message that reached the Titanic but was dismissively ignored. The operator on the Titanic, preoccupied and overworked, was juggling a flood of messages from both passengers and other ships. His impatient reply to the Californian, shut up, I am busy, I am working Cape Race," was tragically short-sighted. Within the hour, disaster struck. The Titanic, deemed unsinkable, struck an iceberg, and its fate was sealed. As it began to sink, its officers desperately sent out Morse code messages for help. The Titanic's wireless cries disappeared into the night, unheard by the Californian, whose radio operator had already signed off and gone to sleep. On board the Titanic, panic and chaos ensued as the crew and passengers slowly realized the gravity of their situation. Lifeboats were lowered, many only half filled due to confusion and unpreparedness. Women and children were loaded in first, and heart-wrenching farewells were whispered under the somber night sky. Meanwhile, on the Californian, the lookout spotted the distress rockets from the Titanic, white bursts of light that punctured the night. They reported these sightings to Captain Lord, who was awakened from his sleep. Groggy and disbelieving, he questioned the nature of the signals. With a critical lack of communication and a misinterpretation of the situation, he assumed they were not signals of distress, but rather common communication between ships of the same line. As the Californian stood still, the Titanic sank deeper into the icy waters, its passengers facing the abyss. The flares, which should have served as urgent beacons of distress, instead became mere specters of what could have been a call for help that went tragically unanswered. The dawn brought with it the grim reality. The Titanic had sunk, and with it, over 1,500 souls were lost to the sea. The SS Californian, surrounded by ice and shrouded in fog, remained unscathed physically but not morally. Captain Lord and his crew were later scrutinized and criticized heavily. Their failure to act would haunt them for the rest of their lives. This tale of two ships on that fateful night reflects a harrowing saga of human error, missed opportunities, and the fragile nature of life itself. The Titanic's disaster is not just a story of an iceberg and a ship. It's a poignant reminder of how miscommunication and misjudgment can lead to irreversible tragedy.